Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Get across the 20, mark them at the 52-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
Second and 8.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 23, here's second and 8. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Moving outside, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Jalen Carter getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. Fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On play action, it's Jones. To the left side, he's got Ferguson, and he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big game, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one on target to Olave. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing is Jones on third down. Out to his right. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On the ground, this is Hubbard. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. They'll lose a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones. It's going to be set up with first and goal. This play moves them down to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jones. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down.
2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Benson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. Caught by Nakua on the out route. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
Gain of 12 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A run out of the gun with Corum. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Anthony Nelson on the tackle.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. Now Mayfield. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Jones to throw on second down. They're set up the screen here to Hubbard. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Jones. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Shotgun now for Jones. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Jones to the air again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and the ball to the ground. It's incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Here's Hunter. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Back to throw is Jones. And that one's incomplete. He's really ratcheting up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucks. This from 34 yards. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucks will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Mayfield. Moving to his right. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
On first and 10, here's Baker. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. First down, L.A.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Throwing is Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. He's going to be fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it. as this kicks away. Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That stop made by Byron Young.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones. Got it into the hands of Olave. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On the give, it's Hubbard. Minute warning.
He was brought up by Eric Stanley. He's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 40-yard line.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stops the clock as well.
It's a gain of 6.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Higgins sent in motion. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. That is Ferguson in motion. To throw is Jones. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Tampa. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver's able to take it in for 6.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This going to be returned from right around. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit Just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Jones. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. This is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from 30 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers tagged on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 19-yard line.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Exiting the pocket right. That's down the field for Higbee. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Done.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stops the clock as well.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the RPO, it's Nakua.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who is. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboys!
With Montgomery.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 43, here's second down.
Get up. 1918. Get up.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. That one incomplete. Good job. Separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch. So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
He's got a receiver, it's Addison. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
Be ready. Be ready. Defense, one stop. Go.
Again, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, a run with Hubbard. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
Throwing is Jones on third down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Jones to throw for it on fourth down. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
20.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.